Okay, this video is in response to Tory XJW. He made a video on how women have no privileges in the Jehovah's Witnesses, and he was offended by that. He thought that was a terrible, terrible idea, and how could anybody do this? I just there's so much that's wrong here. I just don't know where to unpack it. So, first of all, is he coming from that because he doesn't agree with the Bible? I mean, because it's clear that the Bible says all those things. The Bible says that women should be in subjection to her husband and show deep respect to her husband. Now, is he coming as as an atheist? I don't know. I mean, well, even let's say he is an atheist and he believes in science, whatever. Well, it's odd because it's like he denies that we're a gender dimorphic species. There's reasons for all these things. Even if you think that the Bible is just some allegory or just a good book with good sayings, what have you, and good moral codes, it's like he denies what women are. He gives them no agency. In general, like I said, we're a gender dimorphic species. Men and women are not the same. You know, if you watch Kindergarten Cop, boys have a penis and women have a vagina. That should be just basic biology. But the reality is, even more than that, is that we, because we're a gender dimorphic species, we are our biological biology takes place into into our actions. So what do I mean by that? Well, men are attracted to women's fertility, and women are hypergamous in nature. So essentially, women are attracted to resources or status and things like that. Why? It's really because women get pregnant. Women want security. They get pregnant. They want these things for their offspring. These are, whether or not this is throughout the animal species, that's how females are. They act like that. Now maybe you can find out some random animal, one specific animal out of the thousands and millions of different types of animals that you can say that this is slightly incorrect because of X, Y, Z. But that's, for the most part, throughout the animal kingdom, this is true. So why is this? Why is that this important? Well, the reality is that the reason why that women should receive this respect is because they're also given the responsibility to be the protector and the provider. And it's strange to me because it's almost like he's just had no conversation with a woman ever, or he just doesn't realize what drives them. This idea that like men and women are exactly the same, this pure egalitarianism, is just bizarre. It really has no place in science, and nor does it even become close to anything in the Bible. So where is he? So I'm going to add to this to say that. So why? The question is, let's say we give all women these rights. Is that a really good judge to see if this thing is successful or not? Well, I would argue that rather than judge whether you're successful by how much rights women have, why don't we judge how successful we are by women's happiness? And women's happiness really has gone tremendously down from the 19th, really from second wave, every year since second wave feminism in the 60s. Along with this, the divorce rates of women, I'm sorry, excuse me, of couples in general since the 60s have skyrocketed. It's unbelievable. To the and we don't what we this is the elephant in the room that we don't discuss, that 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. It's like you don't you don't give women agency. Now there's nothing. So why is that? Well, like I said, women are hypergamous in nature. Oftentimes, women will monkey branch or reach out to the higher status male. It's like you've never heard of the 80-20 rule. It's that 80% of all women are looking for 20% of men. They're looking for high status men. They're looking for alpha males. That the last thing that I want to say is you're not really taking into the factor of children. It's like you, you just want to have. So the last thing I want to talk about is families. And it's strange to
1 mile,
me
make a right turn on Tamiami Trail.
that um, we don't really talk about this. And it's like you're thinking about you're thinking in such an egalitarian way that, again, men and women are exactly the same. Here's the reality of this. Children need a mom and dad. Okay, that's the numbers bear that out all the time. Gender roles are important. That's what makes a successful family. Um, Divorce is not good for family. So let's just talk about like single motherhood in general. The last thing I want to say about this egalitarian point of view is that it's like you've never had relationships, never been with a woman. I don't want to question it or whatever. I don't want to like shame you or whatever. But women don't like uh, a wishy-washy beta male men. Again, I was talking about the 80-20 rule. Women are hypergamous in nature again. Women are attracted to men who take the lead, who take charge, who are ambitious. Like when you ask a woman out on a date in general, they like a man who